What is it? Let's see. You done? Okay. Hi ladies, how are you?
How are you?
Fine, he's just hobbled in, hopping on one paw. Hey, you want to walk for me? Let me see you. Come on, over here. Come on, what have I got? Hey, what have I got?
Lando.
Hey?
Come on then, that's it.
He's chasing the bees and I'm sure he's going to get stung by a bee, really. But he seems fine now.
I know. He might have had a wee stone or something in his paw.
Yeah, his paw.
That sometimes happens, it kind of wedges in, you know.
What a boy, honestly. Right, I'm getting caught. 2 seconds. We've got one more to come, so. How are all both of you doing this morning?
Oh,
Yep.
fine, thanks.
Yep.
Good.
Up and dressed.
What?
What? Up and dressed. What up?
I think up this morning as well. Yesterday I woke up at 6 and this morning I'm struggling to get out of bed at 7:30. It's like, oh, wrong. It's shattered. Right, I think that is in here. Just got that dishwasher. Oh no. No, no, no. Oh my god. He's just chewed my glasses, my only pair of glasses.
No.
My god, you should have stopped him, Moira.
I can even see him. I'm
No.
giving him a chew.
Look,
Chew.
honestly, Agnes, you've no idea. This dog is just unbelievable.
Yeah.
I have got 6 or 7 pairs now of socks, brand new socks from Sweaty Betty that I've just got like one of them because he's either chewed them or eaten them. You? Exactly. Just as well, you're so cute and I love you so much. That's you get forgiven every single time, don't you?
Mm-hmm. Taste.
Mm-hmm.
It's a sweaty bed socks he's eating.
Oh, yeah, exactly. It's like his mummy's got expensive taste. Anyway, welcome to your class. Let me just mute you all up. I'm going to put my mic in as well. So if you can just give me a wee thumb that you can hear me okay?
Yep.
Great. And let's see, we've got Mary, fantastic. Right, let's see. Mute all. Fantastic. And that's us. Right, there you are. Here's your shoe. On you go. I'll put your mat here. Sit over at the side and give people. So we are working with a theme of, let me see, yeah, all straight. Kali, who is the goddess, one of the mythical Hindu goddesses. And you'll know the mudra, we use it quite a few times through practice. Chinese angel mudra, I call it. And these goddesses, I studied quite a lot about them on my yoga teacher training. And they kind of remind you of all your different friends and family. They've all got different qualities to them. And it really is a form of escapism, just like reading a book that takes you to another world. This does as well, but you can kind of draw and invoke qualities of them by just kind of tuning into their energy. So that's what we're going to kind of invoke this morning, the Kali energy. So she's fierce, she's very empowering, and she destructs anything that she doesn't agree with in her way. So think about that, ladies, and bring yourselves into child's place. She doesn't take any nonsense off of anybody. She's one of my favourite goddesses, funnily enough. When you come into child's pose, if you've got a bolster, you can use a bolster and make it nice and restorative. If you're using a bolster, just make sure the handle of your bolster is at the front of the mat. If you've got blocks as well before you come down, have them handy at the side of you. Physically, we are working into the core. We are stretching out the ankles, the toes, and we're also going to stretch the back of the body, so the hamstrings, the backs of the legs. So quite a lot going on in this morning's class, but we're going to start as always with a little bit of stillness and to start kind of wiping the slate clean. So by that, just allow anything to wash away that you do not need for the next 45 minutes. Allow yourself, your body, your breath, and your practice to be your priority for the next 45 minutes. Almost going for a little mini break, a little mini holiday from all of that other stuff that surrounds us in life. We just want to peel away those layers and go back to just that simple state where we can just really find that nourishment of resting, of stretching, releasing. Start to just soften down and take a wee wiggle about, make any adjustments that you need to make so that you can be really comfortable in this place that you're in. When you're in child's pose, automatically the distractions just fall away because it's almost as if you're just building a little cave, you're climbing into a little seed. And you've got the world on the outside of you. So can you come in any deeper? Can you just climb into that little world any further? Now just start to turn your awareness to your breathing, almost as if you're just tracing the breath in and out. No. Just following it as it comes in, doing nothing to adjust it, and then just following it as it leaves. Noticing everything about it, so just noticing the depth of your breath, where it manages to reach within your body. And the next one, perhaps turning your attention to how the temperature of the breath feels as it comes in on the inhalation within your nostrils. And then as you trace it back out, just feel the temperature in your nostrils as the breath leaves. With your next breath in, perhaps just invite that breath in a little bit deeper to the body, almost as if you're inviting it into the deeper cavity of your lungs. And just notice the effect that that has. Where do you feel it now? And then again, the next one, just inviting it in slightly deeper again. And with your next couple of exhalations, just see if you can release any further. Just tap into that softening effect of your exhalations. So now that we're in that meditation zone, I am going to invite you to perhaps introduce, if it feels okay, some Ujjayi breath. So that's that raspy sound that you make at the back of your throat, almost as if you're steaming a window up. And it's not aggressive, it's gentle, but you can definitely feel the warmth building at the back of your throat. So as you breathe in and out, just work with that warming quality of the breath. We're going to create a little bit of fire, hopefully within the body this morning. So I want you to tap in to the feeling of warmth right now. In yoga, we build heat from within. And this starts with this breathing practice right here. Let's just start to open up the sides of the body. So with your eyes closed down, peel your forehead up and off and just walk yourself back. You're coming into half hero pose. So what I want you to either do with your bolster, you can thread it underneath your bum so that you build up into half hero pose, just drawing the heels out to the sides, the outer sides of the bum. The other thing you can use is blocks, but if you have a bolster or cushions, use them first because you might need your blocks a little bit for the side stretching. So build it up and see if you can take as many blocks or cushions as you need to for your knees to be happy in this pose. And just take your time because we're going to stay here. That's it. I can just build it up and you'll know when you get to the right height. Now I've seen people with all the way up just so that they can find that place that the knees are happy with. Wiggle into it and just make any micro adjustments that you need to make. So we're going to start with our mudra, with our Kali mudra, just continuing our breathing on and starting to open up the back of our shoulders before we take it into the sides. So when you're ready, take your Chinese angel and just cross your thumbs the natural way to start off with. 2 index fingers are out in front of you. Draw that mudra into where that fire energy centre is within the body. So that's the solar plexus, that kind of gathering of nerve endings, just below where the rib cage meets, where the breastbone is. So just gently draw that in here. So this mudra is more about how it makes you feel rather than guiding energy in. And it's kind of powerful. Well, you think about Charlie's Angels, it's very, very, very kind of empowering. So when you're ready on an inhalation, close your eyes down, soften your shoulders down your back, and then just start to draw that mudra all the way up. You can perhaps just brush your lips, your nose, past your head. Once you reach the top of the inhalation, once you feel that turn as you exhale, extend the hands out in front of you. Keep your shoulders over your hips so you're feeling that stretch into the back of your shoulders. You're not pulling forward. Everything is stacked, shoulders over hips. And then as you inhale, draw all the way up through the full body. And just start to tap into your breath, that nice long breath you just carved out there, perhaps introducing Ujjayi again. And you're just going to flow for 5 of them. Just starting to tap into that energy, but also just starting to awaken the back of the body as well. Really nice for the shoulder joint too, just to open. And then whenever you've finished your 5 of them, just start to settle your hands back into your breastbone again, to your solar plexus. Open your eyes if they're not already open. And then release your mudra. Take a big breath in. Once you're ready, sweep all the way up towards the ceiling. Feel the side body starting to kind of awaken. As you exhale, your left hand is going to come down. So if you've got a block, you may wish to place it on the block. If you've not got a block, you can just allow it to hang down just now. And then inhale and start to draw up through the right hand side of the body, anchoring into your props with your bum. As you exhale, just soften over. See if you can wiggle your shoulders in line with each other and start to make your way over towards the left hand side. Inhale and sweep all the way up with both hands. And then exhale, right hand comes down to the side, perhaps reaches your blocks or just dangles. You inhale, you open up the left hand side. And then you exhale and you soften over and just check those shoulders are in line. Propensity is for the right shoulder back and the left shoulder forward. So you're just wiggling it in line and coming over. Wait for the next inhalation, sweep all the way up. Exhale, left hand comes down. Inhale, open the right hand side. Exhale, release over. Inhale, sweep up, reach up through both fingertips. Exhale, right hand comes down. Inhale, open the left hand side. Exhale, release over. Just notice any little pops or clicks or crunches. And then come all the way back up again. One more on each side. Exhaling, coming down. Inhaling and opening. Exhaling, releasing. And then inhaling, sweeping all the way up. Lovely alignment, ladies. The shoulders are so in line. I love it. And that's how you get into the side body. Inhaling, opening. Exhaling, releasing. Inhale, sweep all the way back up. This time as you exhale, just start to draw your chest round to the left hand side. Keep your hands raised up. And then as you exhale, just drop your right hand down wherever it falls. Perhaps using one of your knees or the bolster, whatever you've got there as a little kind of touchstone. And then inhale and draw all the way up through the spine. And then as you exhale, the left hand comes down and you find yourself in this little mini twist. We're here for 3 breaths. So if you feel that it's enough, you can just stay here working into the twist that you found. If you want to work deeper, you wait for the inhalation to rise up and away again, and then exhaling and opening to the left hand side. And you just keep working with that extension through the spine. And then that's like twist on the exhalation. Take one more breath here. And exhale. Next inhalation, we're sweeping all the way back up through center. And then as we exhale, we're just softening both of the hands down wherever they fall, wherever the spine is happy. And then you're just working into your twist for your 3 breaths. If you're happy where you are, you can even just close your eyes down and just breathe into it. And then next inhalation, sweep all the way back up through center. And then as you exhale, bring both of your hands down to the earth. Lift your bum up off your props. Just remove them. If you've got a bolster, place it at the top of your mat or any cushions. We're going to need them in a second. But for now, you're going to set up for some cat and cow. So hands and wrists are underneath the shoulders, always stacking our joints to protect. And our knees are underneath our hip joint. So just find your way in. Let's just gently awaken the hips as well. So just start to circle your bum round and just notice any resistance you get from that little movement. If it feels okay, you're not getting met with resistance, just work the circle out a little bit further. And just notice if there's anything to feel there. And then as you come back round, you're gently just taking it all the way back in again. And just noticing anything there is to feel there. And just gently releasing it. And then come back to your neutral position. Find your tailbone with your awareness. Wait for your next inhalation. Pop your tail up towards the ceiling. Drop your stomach down towards the mat. And then start to guide your chest and broaden your collarbone and just pop your gaze up. As you exhale, your tail comes under. Think about your navel, push it back to your spine, your heart goes back as well, and your head gently releases down. Close your eyes down and just complete 2 more of those cycles in time to your own breath, using your tailbone, your bum as the leader. And you can work deeper into a deeper expression of it if you wish to, or just work with whatever feels right. And just notice the difference, just moving your spine in opposite directions, almost like there's a wave through it of energy. And just noticing how everything feels. If there's any tightness, I've got tightness down at the bottom right hand side of my lower back, so just working easily and gently. So once you've taken your 3 of them, you're going to gently just pop your bum back towards your heels again. Keep your bum uplifted just a tiny bit and tuck your toes under. So option 1 is here, just working with this form of what is essentially a toe stand. And you're just releasing the backs of your feet through this stretch through your toes. And you can even do those little circles again round with your bum, just releasing into the toes. If it comes too much or you get any cramp, just untuck the toes. Hope you can see what I'm doing. Untuck the toes and release the tops of the feet flat back onto the mat again. If you want to work a wee bit deeper, roll your bolster, cushions or whatever forward. Use your hands on them and gently just lift yourself up onto the ball of your foot. You can roll your bolster underneath your knees and you're just working with this little toe stand here, stretching into the backs of the feet. Remember how important our feet are, that's where our balance comes from. It's one of the things, the first things to go that we lose. So when we're working with the feet, it's really just to kind of keep that balance and learn how to use our feet. So another couple of breaths here, wherever you are, lots of options. And then when you're ready, if you've used your bolster, just gently release it. Push it all the way forward, bring your hands back down to the mat and untuck your toes. Once you've done that, you're just releasing out your ankles here. If you can, you're going to gently just bring your knees up to really take that stretch into your ankles. And then back down again. And we're going to do 3 little rounds of it. Just draw the knees up. And then back down again. And if it's too much, just stay with the kneeling or come back to your half hero pose with your blocks underneath your bum again. Because these are really deep stretches. One more. Amazing. And then lose your props. Keep your bricks, if you've got them, towards the front of your mat. Bring yourself to all fours again. Keep your bum exactly where it is and then start to walk your hands all the way forward, coming into your Anahatasana. So option 1 is a little rolling Anahatasana. So just gently lifting the chest up and releasing back down again. Option 2 is perhaps using a block or something underneath your head. Option 3 is bringing your forehead all the way down onto the mat. and coming into the deep expression of it. If that's too much, a little cushion is perfect. Place underneath your head. And just breathing into it. And so we're going to start working into the core. So when you're ready, walk your hands all the way back up again. You're going to come up onto your knees. If this isn't comfortable for anybody, place something underneath your knees, just to really pad them out. I know some of you are on wooden floors, that's it. So once you've got that there, you can tuck your toes under again because we'll release the toes out. Take your hands and push your hips forward. Bring your hands to little potato hands in front of you and soften your shoulders down your back. So have a look at the screen. I am not dipping my hips back like that, because that'll be what your body wants to do, because it makes it easier and it takes anything out of the core. You want to keep your hips pushed forward. Take a breath in, find the length through the spine, almost as if there's like a hole running through your spine. And then as you exhale, it's the tiniest little dip back till you feel your thighs switch on. And then as you grapple to get back up, you'll feel the core switching on to get you back up again. So when you're ready, you can join in. We'll do 3 of them. You're going to exhale and gently come back. Feel the thighs switch on. And then inhale and just feel, hopefully, the core switch on to get you back up again. And just keep flowing back and forward. Doesn't matter if the breath isn't in time just now. You're just seeing if you can find the core just really working. Amazing, these look great. If you can't feel anything, it's probably because you're pushing your tail back, because that's what your body wants to do to kind of protect the weaker areas of your body, which is usually our cores as well. So once you've finished a few of these, gently bring yourself back to your Anahatasana. Walk your hands all the way forward. Take a breath here in whichever option you're using today of that. And then we're going to take another little push-ups as well. Last breath here. And then when you're ready, on your next inhalation, walk your hands all the way back to just in front of your shoulders. So usual chaturanga push-ups, we are keeping the elbows in towards the body, but we're not going to do that. You're going to just draw your hands in towards each other, almost like you're making a little diamond shape or triangle shape with your thumb and your forefinger. You're going to inhale and gently just draw a line with your body. So you're just extending your shoulder and your spine forward. As you exhale, it's the gentlest of little dips down, elbows out to the side, and then inhaling back up again. We're going to do 3 of them. So exhaling, coming down as far as you can feel your strength wants to take you, and then inhaling back up again. Amazing. Exhaling one last time, and inhaling back up. Amazing. Walk your hands all the way forward, bring your forearms down and scoop your chest through for your Sphinx pose. Lengthen your legs back behind you so that you can feel your thighs switching on to protect your back, and press into the pads of your fingers wherever they lie against the earth. Once you've got that there, check in with the lower back. Notice how it feels. Any resistance there, stay exactly where you are. If the back feels okay, just think about lifting your heart, your gaze up, and just coming into a slightly deeper expression of your back bend. Just keep sending those breaths all the way down to your lower back. If your bum is switched on, that's fine, but you're not squeezing your bum. You can just feel that gentle activation, just like in your thighs. When you're ready, we're going to peel our chest down. So just wait for an exhalation to release all the way back down. You're going to bring your hands just back to your chest. You're going to gently push yourself up to a half plank position. Tuck your toes under, and then shift your hips all the way back for your first downward dog of your practice. And you're just going to gently spend a little bit of time of just finding your shape of your downward dog. Think about shifting your sit bones to the corner of the room. Think about drawing your navel up towards your spine. Think about that it's a corset in the rib cage and you're just sewing it up and sewing everything in. And as you do all these things, you probably feel your shoulders starting to tighten up. So release your shoulders away from your ears and place your hands into the air. Whenever you're ready, you're going to make your way to the front of the mat, gently and easily. If you have to come all the way forward, please do. And once you get there, zip your legs up and bring yourself into a forward fold. Allow everything to dangle down. When you're ready, inhale and sweep all the way up, finding that mudra above your head, perhaps the unnatural way this time with your thumbs, just to balance everything out. As you exhale, shift your mudra just into below your breastbone, and then just shift your hips back so you're sitting down into the dreaded chair position, Uttanasana. Have a glance down and make sure we can see our toes. If we can't see our toes, we need to move our bum back just a little bit, so just stick your bum back. Once you've done that, gently draw your tail under, feel your glutes switch on, your bum muscles switch on, and just feel your lower core switch on as well. Keep your lower half exactly as it is. Wait for the next breath in, start to draw all the way up with your mudra. Feeling a wee bit funky with the unnatural way, and then exhaling and extending all the way out. 2 more just like that, inhaling, drawing all the way up. And then exhaling and releasing all the way back out. If you've got 1 more, take it. If not, come back to your mountain pose. Inhaling, coming up, amazing ladies. Keep sliding that bum back. Exhaling, coming down. This time as we inhale, push all the way up to standing, bringing that mudra up above your head. And then as you exhale, hinge at the hips and gently extend the arms all the way forward, bringing yourself into your forward fold. Release the mudra, release the hands to the air, and then take a halfway lift on your next breath in. Hands on the shins, tail back, shoulders back. And then as you exhale, release all the way back down. So now is the time to bring the blocks in if you've got them, if you want to use them. So just bringing them to the side. Perhaps use them at the moment, bringing your weight into your left foot, and then stepping that right foot all the way back. Ground your right knee down onto the earth. Lift the toes of the left foot, ground in. Find your inner thighs, draw all the way up and through to your lunge. Rising up and through the side of the body, finding your mudra above your head the natural way this time. As you exhale, keep your hips exactly as they are, but extend those arms all the way out in front of you. And then inhale and draw all the way up through the body. Amazing. Exhaling, and this time you maybe want to take a little lunge of the hips, just releasing through the thighs, making sure the knee doesn't come over the torso. And then as you inhale, just pull yourself out of it. Last one, exhaling, maybe sinking forward. And then drawing all the way back out again. Inhale, come all the way up one last time. And then as you exhale, release your mudra and bring your hands down to the side. If you've got the blocks, you will want to use them now. So you're going to extend your left leg in front of you, setting up for half splits monkey. Once you've got it out in front of you, you've got that bend in the knee. There's no locking it out at the moment. We're not locking it out anyway, but there's no need to really straighten it. Toes up towards the face. If you've got blocks, you definitely want to be using them to get a little bit of height. Make sure your right hip is over your right knee, so just have a glance down. And then gently think about your hip crease of the left-hand side, almost as if you're just drawing it back and you're finding the back of your left leg. When you're ready, draw your chest up and take your gaze all the way up. Amazing. Breathe into whatever resistance you're getting from the back of the leg. So we're all doing a lot of walking just now. Hamstrings are getting tight. So we're just going to spend a little bit of time here, just nourishing the backs of our legs and releasing off all those steps that we are clocking up. One more breath. And then with our next inhalation, we're going to find the sole of our left foot again. So gently just draw it back, bend into that left knee. Take your blocks a little bit forward if you want to use them. If not, the hands come down, tuck your back toe under and step that right foot back to meet the left foot. Yeah, that's it. Just take your time. Use those blocks, Mum. Have you got them? Yeah. You better have. Brilliant. So when you come down, you're coming into that fold. And then you're inhaling, coming all the way up. Finding that mudra above your head. The natural way, I think, or unnatural way, whatever way we did it last time, the opposite. Guess what? We've got another chair pose. So heel toe the feet in together, zip the thighs up. And then as you exhale, gently draw your bum back. Bringing that mudra into the solar plexus again. Tail is under, belly is lifted. And then wait for it, inhale and start to draw all the way up. Don't move the legs. Exhale and extend all the way out. 2 more just like that, or if you need to take a break, just bring yourself out of it and meet us in our mountain pose, our standing pose. Last one, inhaling, use that breath to guide the movement. Exhaling and releasing. Time to come out, thank goodness, says everybody. Lift all the way up. And then as you exhale, a big stretch through the spine, the side body, and you're making your way down to your forward fold. Inhale, a halfway lift, hands rest in the shins, chest lifts up, tail extends back, gaze is down, and then as you exhale, those hands come down to frame the feet. Use your blocks if you have them, if you need them, and then just start to bring your weight into your right foot, and this time we're stepping our left foot back, or whatever one you didn't do. Ground that back knee down, set up for your low lunge. Just make sure the knee is not coming over the toes if you do decide to take the sink forward, and then rise all the way up. Finding your mudra. As you exhale, a little trial run, actually bring the hands into the solar plexus. As you do that, think about zipping up your rib cage, corseting in your core, and then as you inhale, you rise all the way up. As you exhale, keep the shoulders over the hips, extend the hands forward. Inhale, rise up, really nice everybody. And then this time, as you exhale, you might wish to just sink into the lunge to open the thighs and the hips. And then you're coming all the way back up. Exhaling, coming forward. Feel that Kali energy of strength coming through you. And then rise all the way up one last time. Exhale, bring your hands down, find your blocks if you've got them. Gently draw the hips back, lengthen the leg forward, so you're just crawling it forward. Find your heel, toes draw up to the face, and find the back of your leg. Again, check that back hip is over the knee. And then start to find length through your spine, so you're lifting yourself up. You all right, Mary? Yeah, so toes coming up. Chest is lifted and you're breathing into the resistance. So think about both of your hip creases. You're just drawing them back, but you're keeping your knee nice and soft so that there's no locking out, no joints are getting any pressure on them. All we're doing is reaching the muscle and the fascia that wraps around the muscle. Those areas that get sticky and tight. And then whenever you're ready, find the sole of your foot, gently sink forward into it. And we're going to lift our back leg up this time. And if you can, you're stepping your right foot back and bringing both of your knees down. That's it. So just coming back to a half plank, mum, lovely. Walk your hands all the way back. We've got time for a little bit of core before we have to calm it down. So just slide your bum off to the side, almost like a little curtsy lunge, curtsy kneel, and then extend the legs out in front of you. Bring your bum forward and find the soles of your feet against the earth. Take your hands onto your knees and notice if you feel as if you're collapsing into your lower back or middle back. If you are, walk your sit bones back, so that you find that nice length through your spine, and take your hands onto your knees. So option one, we're just going to work with this morning with our core floor boat pose and Navasana. So our soles of our feet are going to stay on the earth. Find the tips of your toes and just grip onto the mat with that. Option one is here, just working to keep that chest lifted, that gaze ahead. Option two, perhaps the hands come out to the side. And then option three, we're inhaling, sweeping all the way up. And then we're exhaling, sweeping down, really nice. And just as long as you can feel it's like a biting point of the core, just holding you here. If you feel it anywhere else, you're probably not long enough in the spine and the chest isn't lifted enough. Last one. This time, bring the hands down by the side. Soles of the feet together, knees out wide. If you've got a bolster, cushions, thread it underneath the backs of the knees. And then just allow your legs to nuzzle into that support. If you've not got anything, just take your butterfly pose without a prop. Bring your hands, just rest them wherever feels good. Keep your chest lifted and close your eyes down. You've got 3 breaths here. So when we're in boat pose, I've noticed particularly that pose that you can get real tightness in the inside of your legs, to do with your hip flexors holding you there as well. So really good for strengthening there. But what we want to do is just release all of that off with our butterfly pose. Allow everything to settle. Use the breath to just settle your energy. And then when you're ready, gently just slide your hands all the way up, find the soles of their feet, and place your bolster of cushions off to the right hand side. Work your way down onto your back, bring your knees straight into your chest, and just start to circle round and round with the knees. And then just release your right leg all the way down onto the mat, extending it away from you. With your right hand, connect it to your left knee. Release your left arm out to the side and gently guide your knee across your body, using whatever prop you've got to allow your leg to rest on. Take your gaze over towards your left thumb to play with where that arm position is. We want the left arm anchored to the ground. And just breathe into your twist. You're here for 3 breaths. Easy. And then when you're ready, place your hand just underneath your knee. So your right hand underneath your knee. You're just scooping it up and giving it a hand up, guiding it back across your body. Left hand meets the right at the top of the knee. And then we're just going to swap legs. So extend the left leg out and then bring the right knee in. Before you come over, you're going to have to move your prop over to the other side, which is a job if you've got a butt poster like me. So just take your time doing that. I don't want anybody injuring themselves in the process. And then bring the right knee in towards the armpit and then gently start to guide it across the body. Right arm comes out to the side like an angel wing. And you take your gaze over to your right thumb and just commit to your 3 breaths here. And just inviting that stillness in and that softness. So when we work with that Kali energy, we are working with that kind of motivation, that fire within. Get up and go, as you would call it. Sometimes life challenges can kind of erode that and kind of block the path of that energy. So when we start to feel strong, we start to really feel that energy releasing through the body. When you're ready, hand underneath the knee again. Guide your knee back across your body and then bring both of your knees in. And whatever way you took the spiral on the first bit of this pose, take it in the other way. So perhaps anti-clockwise now, just releasing all the way round. And then whenever you're ready, push your legs away and start to bring yourself in for your Shavasana. If you've got cushions or pillows, perhaps place them underneath the backs of your knees. Get yourself warm and comfortable. Set the scene, build the nest, feather the nest, climb on in, and just soften down. And clench your teeth and soften your jaw. Push your heels away from your body, feeling that stretch through both of your legs. And then just allow those heels to soften into the mat and the feet to flop out to the side. Notice the difference in both of those energies. When you've got that tension to that relaxation. Do the same with your shoulders. Gently draw the shoulders up as if you're just shrugging your shoulders. Feel that tension it takes to draw them up and then just soften them down and release. Allow your shoulders to melt into the mat. Feel your face completely unclenching. Any frown lines, any laughter lines, just feel them softening as your face softens. Let go of holding on to any part of your body. And just invite that surrender, that freedom to be soft and relaxed. I think when we work with the empowering strength energy, we just think about all the strength poses. But really, it's empowering to know when to rest and when to soften, and to know that we need a balance of both of them in our lives. Otherwise, we just burn out. I'm going to finish with this little quote. I read it out on Saturday last night, but people seem to be really connecting with it, and I've had loads of requests for it. And it's called Hope. If you only carry one thing throughout your entire life, let it be hope. Let it be hope that better things are always ahead. Let it be hope that you can get through even the toughest of times. Let it be hope that you're stronger than any challenge that comes your way. Let it be hope that you're exactly where you're meant to be right now, and that you're on the path to where you are meant to be. Because during these times, hope will be the very thing that carries you through. The words of Nicky Benath. I think in Scotland we live in hope that the sun will appear. When you're ready, just draw yourself back. Find your toes, your fingers. Just start to create a little bit of movement into these areas. And then draw that movement to the ankles and to the wrists. Just releasing all of those kind of push-ups. And then when you're ready, perhaps it means want to come into the chest. You wrap your arms around the tops of your knees or the backs of your knees. And then really gently just draw the tail up, shoulders up. Feel the release through the back of the body. And then exhale and soften back down again. Allow yourself to fall to whatever side feels good this morning. And just take a couple of moments there before you jump into your day. When you're ready on an inhalation, bring yourself back to seated. And take one last big stretch together, inhaling. And then exhaling, hands to heart center. Thank you for joining me for your Tuesday morning yin yang. I hope it set you up for the day. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Thank you so much, ladies. Have an amazing day. And on that note, when I said that about the sun is trying to peek through.
Okay.
Thank you.
Really, guys. Have
Thank
a good
you.
one. See you
Bye.
soon.
Bye.
Bye.